Every week, the Payne family cuts straight to the real financial story.
The one question, Bob, everyone's asking is, are we in an artificial intelligence bubble? You've been through boom and bust. What do you think?
No hype, no myths. Just what actually matters to your money.
Does feel very similar to what we experienced in the 90s. Where are we, though? Are we in 1995, 1997, 1999?
Listen to the Pain Points of Wealth on the Red Apple Podcast Network.
Look, it's our ugly home.
Reddit is back for a historically hideous season.
It's our 100th ugly house. This place is mayhem. That is impressive.
And if these walls could talk,
Do you cry a lot?
I do.
they'd have a lot to say.
What in God's name is this pit?
Don't get too close.
You know, if you've seen the show, I'm a scaredy cat.
Ugliest House in America, season premiere, Wednesday, January 7th at 8 on HGTV.
Good morning. This is Mike Stoller for the Stoller Real Estate Report. What's happening in the luxury rental buildings, in the condo buildings in New York and Miami? I'm not the expert, so I brought today the expert in this business, managing director of the Teplitzky Dunayer Team, Barak Dunayer. Thanks for being here.
Michael, thank you for having me on your show.
So tell me what's going on with regard to condos. I mean, the Ocean report says things are looking pretty good.
They are looking, and thanks again. So I'm Barak Dunayer. I'm co-managing partner of the Teplitzky Dunayer Team at Douglas Elliman. We have operations in New York City and in South Florida in the luxury real estate, residential real estate. So Ocean, yes, it's a great report that we follow every week. She tracks all the contracts that were signed the week before for $4 million and above, which is technically the luxury market. And activity over the last 3 or 4 months have been solid. We're looking at 25 to 30 contracts a day, and that these are not bad numbers.
Right. You were talking to me the other day about the 3 Ps. Explain the 3 Ps.
Oh, the 3 Ps is one of our philosophies on the Teplitzky Dunayer Team. When we come to sell property, it's about the 3 Ps. The 3 Ps stand for people, presentation, and pricing. All those things have to work in harmony. The people that you hire to represent you, that's us. We usually do a pretty good job. And then how you present it, how you market it. We have a stager on the team to market all the properties. We have a marketing director to showcase all the properties, and that's how you present them. And then the pricing has to be correct. All 3 Ps, Michael, have to work, and that's the recipe for success.
Has it always worked?
Yes, in any market. When the market is a seller's market, buyer's market, obviously things when it's a seller's market, it's much easier. You can be a little bit less sharp on the pricing.
So are we in the seller's market today?
Right now, I think we're in the tail end of buyer's market. Things are just about to turn. Interest rates started to come down. Inventory is still tight. It was the first 6-8 months of the year were a little bit of a struggle. Things were sitting on the market much longer. But now, as the Olson report is and other reports that we're looking at are showing, in New York, at least things are starting to move and starting to turn.
I mean, there was another report by the Corcoran blog talking about the pricing, approximately $2,000 a square foot for condos.
Sometimes more.
No, in today's market specifically. In
today's market, it depends. I mean, $2,000 per square foot is not something that's
it's on the low side.
It's not. Nobody's getting too excited about that anymore. In fact, there is another project that our friend Mickey Naftali just bought. At 800 Fifth Avenue on 60th, right next to the pier, and he paid $2,400 a foot for it, and he wants to sell for $11,000 a foot.
Will he get it?
Look, and you cannot beat the location.
No.
And I think there is a market for the ultra luxury market. These people still have money, and they're buying, and they're looking for quality and trophy properties, and they will pay it.
So who's buying? Who are the buyers in the market?
Well, you have all kinds. I mean, luxury market. Our specialty in the group, both in South Florida and in New York, is between $3 million to, our bread and butter is between $3 million and $5 or $6 million, but we do plenty and $10 million and above the ultra luxury space. So buyers, a lot of the deals are cash today. Over 60% of the deals are all cash, right? And people are coming. They're looking for quality. At the same time, nobody wants to overpay, right? So they're really looking for value, but for the right location, right finishes, good condition. People don't want to do work today if they can help it. Those people are buying.
And where are they from? Are they local people or they're international people?
Less international, okay, but local and national, with people from Texas, from California, from the Midwest. They're coming and they want to get a piece of New York.
Let's talk about your business in Florida. What's happening in the Florida condo market?
So we sell primarily in South Florida, Miami primarily. Miami, ever since COVID, has been on fire. Okay, that's for obvious reasons. A lot of New Yorkers wanted to go there,
Do a lot of New Yorkers want to go there now that we have a new mayor?
New mayor? What are you talking about? I'm just kidding. So yes, Mamdani. That's been the talk of the town. There's actually a new mayor in Miami right now. I just read something this morning, so we'll see how that plays out. But look, the Mamdani effect that everybody talks about, at least in our, we thought initially, this sounds amazing. Everybody's going to sell in New York and buy in Miami, and we're going to be on both sides of the deal. And we can retire next year, but we're not retiring yet because we're getting calls like that. But there's no flood. It's the exact. It's more or less the same volume of calls that we've been getting all along. And a lot of those people who want to make that move from New York to Florida, they've been planning it for the last 2 years, anyways.
So where do you see the best market in the city? I mean, Mickey's project at 800 Fifth Avenue, no question will be that. And then 645 Madison.
Right. So where do you think the projects are in the city? Well, Extel is building beautiful project on the Upper West Side, 50 West 66th Street. There's another building right above the ABC building that they're doing. Some great projects, downtown. And anything that you see that's good quality and the right locations, they're selling very, very well. I also see, downtown was very, very hot, but I see there's more trends now towards the Upper East Side just because it's a little bit more affordable than downtown, and people built some very, very good products.
Which projects would you consider very good?
On the Upper East Side?
Yeah.
There's plenty. I just, I'm not gonna...
No.
Right now, give, we're not gonna... there's a lot.
Is it the West Village that people like? Is it the 86th Street to 96th Street?
On the Upper East Side, from 59th Street to 86th Street, right? Especially if you stay further west, right? West of 3rd Avenue, I would say. Some very, very interesting projects and getting a lot of interest. Downtown, you mentioned the West Village. That's been probably the hottest, most expensive neighborhood in the city for a while, but it's just that not much new that's being built. And it's just very, very, very expensive.
What about Billionaires Row?
Billionaires Row, and it's been slowly but surely absorbing the inventory. So you have more and more places that have been sold, and that's some of them are still a little slow because there's just a lot of them. There's a lot of inventory, but overall the absorption has been solid over there.
So we were talking about Miami.
Yeah.
It's a crazy market.
Yes. So we started saying that, after COVID, there's a big boom there. And now we were thinking there'll be a big boom, but the boom has not come yet. Actually, the prices shot up dramatically since COVID until about last year. And then since last year, things have slowed down a little bit. New development is still selling very well there. Single-family homes are selling very, very well. Older condos, because you have the issues with assessments there, you have higher costs, much higher insurance rates and things like that. Miami used to be affordable. Okay, that grandma used to, sell her apartment in New York and move to Miami.
Right, they went to Century Village or something like that.
Right, okay, but that's not as affordable anymore. Some of the projects there, they get New York prices or even more. So things have slowed down just a little bit, and you can see that by the new construction, the incentives that they're offering buyers, incentives that are offering brokers, right, to come and show their products. That shows, and you see inventory starting to build a little bit. So I think there's a great opportunity to buy in Miami right now. There's a lot of inventory to choose from, and you can get deals.
Okay, so it looks like, what's your projection for 2026?
2026 in New York, there's a big unknown to see what, if there's going to be the Mamdani effect. So far, we've not seen any panic selling or moving or things like that, but we'll see. One of the things I always say that a new mayor that comes in or any public official, it's never quite as bad as people fear and never quite as good as people hope. Right? They kind of get into the chair and they become more pragmatic and practical. So we're looking forward to see how practical things can get. And New York is still New York. So with interest rates, coming down, we're waiting maybe for another quarter of a point interest rate reduction today. That's all going to help. And I think the market in New York is going to be solid. And I think it's just turning from a buyer's market to a little bit more of a seller's market. Miami has been, again, booming for the last 4 years. It slowed down a little bit last year. And I think last year there's going to have some inventory that needs to be absorbed.
Okay, I'd like to thank you for being here, and I'll see you next year on the show.
Thank you so much. I'm happy to come any year that you ask me.
Okay, thank you.
Every week, the Payne family cuts straight to the real financial story.
The one question, Bob, everyone's asking is, are we in an artificial intelligence bubble? You've been through boom and bust. What do you think?
No hype, no myths. Just what actually matters to your money.
Does feel very similar to what we experienced in the 90s. Where are we, though? Are we in 1995, 1997, 1999?
Listen to the Pain Points of Wealth on the Red Apple Podcast Network.